Hey guys, this is a video review of the Transformers Generations Brainstorm, part of the Thrilling 30 Transformers Generations toy line. Here we can see Brainstorm displayed in the packaging, along with some nice artwork of Brainstorm on the front, and you can see his artwork wraps around on the side. Here on the back we see a bio for Brainstorm. On the back it says, Brainstorm, a genius scientist and diabolical inventor. Brainstorm invents advanced weaponry for the Autobots. Although many of his inventions are deemed too devastating for use in actual combat, it's possible his laboratory itself is his most dangerous creation. Brainstorm frequently ignores proper safety protocols, and an unwary visitor to his lab runs a high risk of triggering some half-finished doomsday weapon. In spite of this, he is allowed to continue his work, proof of just how valuable Brainstorm is to the Autobot cause. Huh. Well, that's a nice read-up on Brainstorm. I didn't notice this part about his character when I read whenever I read the More Than Meets the Eye comic that IDW publishes for Transformers, but you can see a picture of Brainstorm in both his robot mode and vehicle mode on the back. Both modes look nice. And like his bio says, he does have very high intelligence, I guess, because he is an inventor. Yeah. Most of his stats are pretty good. Above average, I'd say. Because it's over 5. That's like, the midpoint for Transformer stats. Here, and on the bottom it says also available, Skybite. Sorry about that. My camera fell. Well, that's it for the packaging. Now, let's open it up and see how cool it actually is. Here's the figure. And here's the bio of the toy. I mean, not the bio, the instructions. As you can see, there's about 19 steps here. It's not... I think Masterpiece Ultra Magnus also had 19 steps. Don't worry, it's not overly complicated. I figured out how to transform this without the instructions. So here, taking a look at the figure, you can see Brainstorm looks pretty nice in robot mode. And here are his two guns. Hold on, I've got the other one beside me still. You can have him hold the guns like this. Or you can have him store the guns on his back like so, on these little peg holes, which is how he stores them in the comics. Let's see, I prefer to him to hold the guns in his hands. But, yeah. I'll just keep them stored in the back for review purposes. He does have open hands. Now, at first I didn't like the open hands compared to the fisted hands, but I actually like the open hands because it just looked pretty strange if he had fisted hands with a hole in them. So that way you can have him holding a gun. That way, if he's not holding the guns, it looks like he has his hands relaxed when he's standing, with his hands to his side. I mean, arms to his side. I really like the wings on the shoulders. They make the figure look very cool. It's not exactly a straight... These wings don't exactly look like straight up airplane wings like the comics, but they still look pretty cool. And I eventually did like them. I also like these wings on his shoulders. They're also pretty cool. I like the details on his legs. These nice knee pads. These nice details on his leg flaps. These vents. The gray paint here to break up the monotony of the leg. I also like his chest design. I like how his cockpit becomes the chest. I really would have liked an Autobot symbol here, but it still looks pretty cool. And he does still have Autobot symbols on his side. I like the red stripes here, the white vents on both sides of his chest. Just a nice overall sculpt of the chest. The way it looks big on the upper portion and small on the lower portion. And how sleek the sculpt is of the chest. I also like the details on his forearms. Looking at him from the side, he does have pretty big forearms. Love all the sculpting details on here. Even on this side where the hand goes into the flap, it looks pretty cool. And on the bottom as well. On the back, not much going on there. Just his vehicle mode kibble. And not much paint on the back side of his legs or his arms. And I really like this head sculpt. It's pretty cool. Love the detail on the head. The orange faceplate, the vents on the sides, the crest on the forehead. I like the yellow eyes. These two side pieces on the side of his head, sides of his head. Let's see, this little U-shaped design around his crest. Very good head sculpt. So overall, I think robot mode looks very cool, very sleek, very dynamic, especially with the wings. Onto the articulation, he does have rotate 360 degrees, double jointed elbows. Head rotates 360 degrees. Head moves up and down. Legs go in and out. Go back and forth. Bend 90 degrees. Feet go up and down. Yeah. So that's it for the robot mode. Let me show you how to transform this guy. It's not very hard. Hold on. First I want to get the feet. I want to get these feet down here first. put the feet inside the flaps. I actually want to get this tab into this hole right here. You may want to, yeah, like I probably did with, like I did without saying, you want to take the head off also. There's no way to hide the head with it in the neck joint. Actually want to turn this into his mini the headmaster into his head mode. I mean, robot mode. Put it in the cockpit. Yeah. So, as you can see, his vehicle mode also looks very great. Like the guns on the sides here. His wings also look good in vehicle mode, especially the wings that were on his shoulders become his two tail fins. Really looks very sleek. Very much like it. And yeah, his headmaster looks great in his cockpit. Yeah, very much like vehicle mode. Looks very cool. Like the silver vents here and on his other side. Yeah. Also like these silver vents here, although you can see these silver vents on his vehicle robot mode also. So yeah, jet mode's very cool. Let me show you how to transform him back into robot mode. Should be relatively easier. Yeah, and now I have him back in his robot mode. So all in all, this is a very good figure, and all three of the main criterias, including robot mode, vehicle mode, and the transformation, are all very good. And it looks very great in both vehicle and robot mode. Very sleek, very cool. Love the wing. Like I said before, I love the wings on this figure. Looks very awesome and has got great articulation. So it's a very cool figure with a very cool vehicle mode and pretty good whether you're a kid or an adult collector. So I highly recommend picking this up. If you could find this at retail, that'd be great. Well, that's it for the review. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/legendantihero. Also be sure to add me on Facebook at facebook.com/legendantihero. You can also find me on Instagram. My Instagram username is legendaryantihero. I also go on Transformer World 2005. Sorry, let me repeat that. Transformer World 2005 as Legend Antihero. Well, take care.